Alrighty, so we're here today with a 1v1. First, I've got Kraazy joining me. Say hello, Kraazy.
Hi, how's it going?
Surprise co-caster. For those of you who don't know, Kraazy's been playing the RSL. He's pretty good. Terran player. Ex-Protoss, right?
Terran player.
You are now. You can't change back, buddy. Alright, so I'm going to introduce our players before we get into the rest of what's going on here. So, in the red, the Terran is Tim. He's an S-rank Protoss player. Not sure how good his Terran is, but I guess we're about to see. And in the blue down here is Viz, definitely one of the NHFFA regulars. I have no idea what his MR is, to be honest. He could be an S-rank Zerg player for all I know. I really don't know. But yeah, Tim, I assume, won't be on his A-game playing not Protoss. But yeah, people might have noticed already. This is a bit of a weird map. This is Friends 98, so it is not a 1v1 map, and yet we're in a 1v1. So if you look around, you're supposed to be playing on teams of 2, so there's all these double bases. And it's quite wide open because this is a Blizzard map. As you might expect, you know, they don't put that many chokes in. It's kind of hard to defend your bases, but there is lots of resources close by. So what do you reckon about it, Kraazy? I'm not sure how a match looks on this map, to be honest.
Yeah, like, especially TVZ, like, how do you, like, defend with lurkers? You almost just have to, like,
Right?
go,
Well,
like,
here's my
go into
thinking though.
mutas.
Zerg has the advantage in the early game because of Zerglings, right?
Right, yeah.
So hopefully they can use that to make up for the later weakness. And look, you can get like 4 bases like right near your main. So I don't know,
Right,
you could
like,
just have
once
like
you, like-
5 lurkers in this choke maybe.
Once you get up to Hive Tech, I think as Zerg, you're, like, golden. But
Yeah.
It's, like, I think it's just getting there that I think is the problem because of no choke points.
It looks like Tim is actually going to go for a CC first here, so he's not worried about those early lings at all. I guess because it's such a slightly larger map, maybe you don't want to go 9 pull here because you might not find your opponent very quickly, but still, this is ballsy by Tim. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's the right play, and Viz definitely going hatch first on, what, 14? No,
12.
13.
12. Oh yeah, no, you're right, it was a bit late, yeah. It is 13. Yeah, I'm surprised he put it up there, but then again, Tim isn't scouting this actually, so maybe he doesn't realise it's hatch first. I mean, he's going to see no spawning pool. There must be a hatchery somewhere based off that. We just him getting that barracks. Okay, spawning pool's just about to start. Oh, can't be losing that SCV. He's trying to delay the spawning pool, and he will succeed a little bit. Oh, there he goes. He spawns on the other side. Very good. But yeah, I don't know if I guess it's actually good for Terran in the same way it's good for Zerg, because typically Terran can't secure their third very quickly because Zerg just kind of has the faster army and get around. But with this like narrow area, again, it's kind of hard to defend, but it does defend a lot of bases. So we might see like pretty high economies on pretty small areas. You can just kind of chill in your base on this map. It's weird.
Yeah, like Terran, like the mech switch should be pretty easy because you can have an easy 4 base, so you can just defend in that little, like, in that wide open area in the middle.
Drone harass going down, by the way. Oh, okay, Tim will deflect it. Got good damage on the SCV. I thought he might actually take it out. You know, actually, this is good for Zerg as well because you can send drones out to all these other bases on the high ground, and like Terran's gonna have a hell of a time even finding that, let alone punishing it.
Oh yeah, true.
So it looks like it's going to be like a 2.5 hatch build here for Viz, and I guess it makes sense because you have access to like 3 bases so easily.
Yeah.
Wow, Tim actually getting that defensive bunker in his main. If Lings show up here, I don't know what exactly that's going to do for him because they can just come down to this natural. I'm kind of surprised that Tim went for this CC first and then he's going with that option. Like, wouldn't it have been better to just get the barracks in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I think the bunker right now is especially unnecessary because he has an SCV in his base. He can see everything that pops out of those hatcheries.
True, and there's only 2 Lings, right? Oh, 4 Lings. Oh, he's cornered. He's going to make it out. Oh, he's dead. So, well, I'll be intrigued to see what layer tech comes up here. Like you were saying, lurkers don't seem that good, but at the same time, like it's hard for Terran to stop him getting in his base. So I don't know. I think 2 hatch or 3 hatch in this case lurker seems pretty good here.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. I'd like to see a from the Zerg. I'd like to see quick tech, but I think Tim is playing it right by going quick factory and probably going tech in the mech here.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to be spamming out those Goliaths if it does turn out to be Mutalisk, which I think. Okay, Hydrogen does go down just now. I was wondering what that drone was doing. So I guess it is going to be lurkers here. Yeah, if you can get a tank or two up, definitely you can defend the lurkers, but also mines can defend a pretty large area pretty easily as well. So Link's coming up here. Tim just hiding in his bunker, gonna have to unload. Oh, there they go, got an SCV. One Link for one SCV, totally worth.
Yeah, but Tim did go CC first, so he should have a decent SCV count at this point.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely ahead in economy. If he's actually getting like a sunken here, again, I'm not sure what good one sunken does when you have this massive wide open area. I mean, a 2x academy timing probably would have been pretty strong here, actually. There's so many unknowns. Okay, I guess here's that high ground sunk. So I'm looking at this high ground base, and I'm going like, yeah, in the early game, Terran does not want to even try to get up there.
Right.
And he's at least getting great scouting too.
Oh yeah. He sees. I don't know. Did he see the second and third factory going down yet?
I think I'm not sure. I think he would have seen. Yeah, he would have seen it because he came down into the natural. Kills off quite a few SCVs there actually before these Lings get chased out. Now the vultures are out, so Tim should be able to extend a bit of map control here. Not sure how far away lurker aspect is. Oh, it's about half done. I mean, Hydras alone can fight the vultures though, but it's such a wide open area. I'm worried that these vultures are gonna like run past and kill all the drones. Pretty slick micro there.
Yeah, these vultures shouldn't do a whole lot, but...
Oh yeah, there's heaps of speedlings out now too. Try and block them.
Yeah.
Oh! Tim, what are you doing? Oh! Loses 2 for nothing, unfortunately. Sunk just cleans that up. Yeah. Really unfortunate for Tim there. I noticed how Tim is kind of making walls of his factories here. I assume that's deliberate, trying to stop Lings from getting in here and being a pain. He's really just trying to like bunch up and defend. He's like circling the wagons right now. That's what Tim's doing.
Yeah.
Even still has that
I'm a little bit worried here for Viz. He's going for this lurker build. He has no Queen's Nest, while Tim's just straight into mech, going straight into his upgrades.
Yeah,
and
true.
If he can secure those 4 bases easily, he'll be in great shape.
Yeah, if he gets like a strong mech composition out, like lurkers with Swarm are fine, but lurkers on their own are useless versus that. I like that he's keeping the pressure on with these Lings though. I mean, like I said, Tim has this effective kind of SimCity, but there's always weaknesses because it's so wide open in here that I think this has actually been very annoying with these Lings so far.
Oh yeah, he's doing a great job with these Ling counters.
Oh, where are these lurkers going, I wonder? Could potentially set up Hold Lurker here. I don't think a vessel's going to come out for quite a while because we don't even see a starport yet. So you can at least hold him back. In fact, we see a defensive turret coming down for Tim. I just realized he has no academy. Oh, this is actually a real problem.
But I think if he just wants to sit in his base and build up a mech army, these turrets will be fine, right?
Sure, but are they going to be up in time? And they can be killed easily.
Just barely.
Oh, he's going to run past though. This is the problem. Like the turrets are only one spot. If he can get these buried in the mineral line, there's nothing Tim can do about it. One get burrows right near the factories. This one going to try and burrow, but it does get taken out barely. The other two coming up in the north though, there is a turret there. But if that turret gets taken out, I don't think there's much counterplay here. In fact, he can just run right past the turret. He doesn't even care. So he's actually going to disable the mining in the main mineral line here. These tanks are down, but there's no particular Terran unit you can put on top. These SCVs, like, they will try and stand on top, but they get killed quite quickly. So he has to sacrifice quite a lot of SCVs to get rid of that. And already so many going down. What a strong move from Viz.
Yeah, really good timing attack.
Yeah.
Just wasn't expecting it.
To be honest, I think the best unit to put on top would be a Goliath here. Because they have enough health to kind of get on there and stand there while the tanks try and shoot.
Yeah.
I'm sad Tim only did it once. Oh, there we go. He listened to me.
Got it. Yep.
Meanwhile, Lings and Hydras coming in the front, picking off these turrets. It's just such a wide area for Terran to defend.
Right.
And you know what? I think this is really Tim paying for going for the CC first and then into mech, because if he went for a gas opening straight away, he might have been able to get mines up at least and control them out more with vultures. But since he was kind of sitting back and just focusing on the economy, he was able to exploit how wide open this base is.
Yeah, I almost think like a 1-1-1 would be a good idea.
Yeah, it seems it, because it's going to be hell for Zerg to defend that, right?
Right.
Okay, so if both armories get taken out here, Tim's in pretty bad shape. Trying to find the exact spot of that lurker, it's a bit tricky sometimes. More lurkers trying to come in, but there is a turret up there. I don't think they're going to get any closer. But that armory getting taken out is pretty significant.
It's just that one lurker behind the mineral line that he needs to clean out.
And meanwhile, Viz is getting a Spire up. I don't know if he intends to make a Muta switch here or he's just worrying about Scourge for vessels. Guess we'll see. But Viz also taking the 4th base while this is going on. Scanner's finally coming up. More Hydroling available. Oof. Oh! Sacrificing SCVs just to keep that armory going. He really wants that +1 armor, and if Mutalisks come out, he will need it. Okay, the scan's going to go down, so these Lurkers will get cleaned up. The armory gets saved, if barely.
He lost the 1 armory, but +1 did finish.
Yes.
So
and
he
+1
did
armor
finish the
down.
upgrades.
We see like a Mutalisk. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of Mutalisks ready now. So I didn't see if Tim got Goliath range, but I assume he probably did. And with 1-1, I think these Goliaths are perfectly adept to handle these Mutalisks. But if the tanks get caught on their own, or say the Goliaths all leave the base, he could potentially do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he has a few turrets up, which should delay a little bit for the Goliaths to get in position. He's gonna lose his comset. I guess he can just rebuild it for more energy.
Is he gonna repair it?
Energy.
Yeah, that's right. It's all planned.
Yeah.
It's all planned, man. He let it burn down on purpose. Okay, so Tim moving out. Was that Hold Lurkers? No, they're just regular Lurkers. Still though.
But no scan though.
Yeah, inflicting a lot of damage there. Is Tim out of energy on his main comset? Ah, he is. That's why he didn't scan there. Needs to back up down.
Flying in now.
Well, those single turrets don't do much, but it is drawing Tim back. We see he has to bring Goliath back, and there is no Goliath range actually, so these meters might be worth it. So far, not a huge amount of harass going down, but since Tim already took so much damage, every ECV is pretty precious.
Yeah, the good thing is he has a 3rd command center coming up for the top.
Ah, yeah, that helps. The Mutalisks getting taken out. Yeah, I think ultimately these Mutalisks can only delay, they can't really do anything. They're just kind of a distraction, I think.
Right. I'm a little worried that once Tim gets his turret set up, gets his scanners, gets a science vessel, his push is going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, and we still see no Hive Tech on the horizon either. In fact, no upgrades even for Zerg, no Evolution Chamber or anything. So yeah, in the long term, if Tim can just hold out, he's looking good. And it seems like he's deflected all the Zerg aggression for now, but his economy has taken a beating. We actually see Viz up in supply, which is never what you want.
Right. Yeah, he's up in workers, he's up in supply. But yeah, his tech is a little slowed down and his upgrades are non-existent.
You know, once Tim gets tanks on both these high grounds, this is an extremely strong defensive position that Zerg's probably never going to break. Until maybe like Swarm and Ultras anyway.
His solution seems to be Muta Hydro with now that he has 4 gases.
Ooh, and a drop going to come in. He's got Ventral Sacs researching, so if you drop the Hydras and have the Mutas back them up, that actually seems pretty strong, because the tanks won't be in position, right? And the Hydras can fight Goliaths pretty well.
Right.
Looking up a lot of Zerglings here. I wonder if he's going to try and run in this top side. There are no tanks there. Looks like he's going to go for it. Finding the weak spot again. Unfortunately, that Mutalisk getting baited in, but these links coming up to the high ground can definitely kill these turrets. And that would actually be a pretty big deal, because then the Mutas can harass this base mercilessly. Goliaths getting taken out. And at the same time, the Mutalisks come in the south, actually, taking out quite a few Goliaths there. Viz just hitting from every direction at once here. Okay, he does have to retreat against those Goliaths again, but I think he killed quite a few SCVs again. And again, these turrets are going down just for the cost of a few lings, which is totally fine for the Zerg. Zerg can waste lings all day.
Right. I think Viz is just going to outgrow him at this point. He's just doing so much economic damage that if Tim could get to late game, he'd be in great shape, but I don't think he's going to make it.
Well, I want to see him like take this like walling the factories concept to the next level and just like bring it over to the frontier and just wall off completely with buildings. Like StarCraft 2 style. Man, that's so many Mutalisks though. How many Goliaths are even out right now? I only count like 6. Yeah. But these Goliaths do have 1-1. The Mutalisks have no upgrade, so the Goliaths are not weak. But damn, pushing those tanks down, getting rid of that turret. Doing a lot of work with these. Gotta be careful about those Goliaths getting out on their own.
It is also a 4-gas Zerg.
Yeah, Tim's just scanning now that that's 4 bases in the hive. He's on the way. So it seems like Viz has bought enough time that I can't see Tim actually pushing out here before the Filers are out.
I don't even think he needs the Filers, he just needs more and more Mutalisks.
Maybe.
Like, he can fight this amount of Goliaths, even with the
Well,
upgrade set.
that's the thing though, you dive in and like they kite back and there's turrets and suddenly when Mutalisks are dead, you feel pretty silly. I mean, you might be right, but if I was the Zerg, I'd be looking at this, I'd be thinking that's kind of dicey, you know, maybe.
Even if he just trades, like, even
Well,
if he loses all his Mutalisks.
Well, he's gonna do it, he listened to you, so here we go. I guess these Goliaths will get picked off pretty quickly. Looks like you were right.
He's got it.
Meanwhile, the Lurker and Hydra coming in the north.
Right.
Is Tim going to be eliminated here? He doesn't seem like he has much left. That loyal bunker's still holding out, going up against his Lurkers, but they're burrowing next to the mineral line still. There's a turret there to help out. Those Lurkers will get cleaned up, I think. But the Mutalisks still wreaking havoc in the south here. Okay, Lurkers are down, but there's no turrets to defend these SCVs, and Tim just losing more and more SCVs. How many have already died during this game? I think like at least 50 have been killed. Wow, that mineral line just cleared out completely. Wow. Now Viz can just run away again.
Yep, and then he's gonna send more and more lings in just to, you know, even if he kills like a few units here, a few units there, just anything he kills is worth it for him at this point.
For sure, especially expanding to that other base as he is. He's doing a great job just continuing to grow his economy while this is going. He's got the hive, he's finally got the upgrades going, getting adrenal glands, all that good stuff, and as you said, he made more Mutalisks as well. I would like to see like Fire Carapace though, if you're making this many Mutalisks. Looks like Tim, in desperation, is going to move out here. I don't know what the time he'll be able to get done, although maybe the more pertinent question is if the Mutalisks just go into his main, he doesn't really have anything to defend now, except that bunker, but one bunker can't kill that many Mutalisks.
He is about the same amount of Goliaths with like another full group of mutas at this point is the last attack.
Well, the thing is, Fizz doesn't have very good map vision after those Lurkers at the front got eliminated. He doesn't actually know this army's out here yet.
He's about to see it.
Now he knows. Yeah. Well, picking off a few units here. So far, so good for Tim. And
this is, what, 20 supply at this point?
Yeah, here comes the Horde of Mutalisks. Oh, picking off the reinforcements again. That's a really nice move. But Tim will be able to shoot a few of them down. Okay, so he's gonna... Unfortunately, getting pretty bad engaged there. Only half the Mutalisks come in at once. And this is a bit slow bringing the reinforcements from the south, but I think it's just enough to overwhelm this force. Looks like that push will be crushed. GG. Damn, this takes him down. You know, not what I expected. When I see these two names, I'm like, oh, Tim's pretty good. Tim's going to win, right? But Viz, I think, doing a really great job kind of exploiting the weaknesses, attacking from lots of different directions. I think that's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, I don't know these two names, so I just have to go off the builds. But
Tim's really good. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
At Protoss, anyway. Maybe his Terran's not so good.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so, yeah, maybe he just like didn't know the 1-1-1 build would be like effective on a map like this.
Well, I mean, CC first always seems good, right? Because it's like, well, my economy will be way ahead, but considering that there's such a wide space to defend, actually just getting the gas early and being able to get vultures and mines out might actually be worth it compared to getting the economy in this case. But yeah, thanks for casting that with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching, everyone.